Cause of death from wound. Immediate cause of death are hemorrhage, injury to the vital organ, neurogenic shock, combination of any of this. Hemorrhage, injury to the vital organs, neurogenic shock. First is hemorrhage. Hemorrhage may be external or internal, may lead to death from shock. It is due to trauma. It is called traumatic hemorrhage in contrast to spontaneous hemorrhage, which occurs in the absence of obvious trauma. The bleeding may be in the form of a minute hemorrhagic spot, petechiae, blotchy areas of extravasate blood, ecchymosis, localized collection hematoma, and a large effusion, apoplexy, the term being commonly used for cerebral hemorrhage. As a rule, the more rapid the loss of blood, the more likely is to death to occur. Children and old people are more severely affected by hemorrhage than a young adult. Men resist hemorrhage better than women, although later can sustain an enormous loss of blood during childbirth without fatal result. The state of health of the victim is also important. Minor injury may produce death in person with a hemophilia and or hemorrhagic diathesis. Blood volume in a normal healthy adult is 8 to 8.5% of the body weight, or 80 to 85 milliliter per kilogram. Generally, a rapid loss of 2 liters of blood, 1/3 of blood from the body, is sufficient to cause a death from hemorrhage. A person suffering from hemorrhagic shock is usually conscious till the end, though the sensorium is slightly blunted. Death from hemorrhage is diagnosed by pallor of the skin, mucous membrane, poor development of lividity, pale bloodless appearance of internal organs, spleen, and collapsed and virtually empty sinusoid. The heart may show endocardial hemorrhages. The external hemorrhage, an approximate idea of blood loss may be obtained from saturation of the clothing and ground about the victim and relative anemo state of viscera. As a rough estimate, 1 square foot of blood on the surface and clothing equals 100 ml of blood loss. Internal hemorrhage amount of blood loss often judged fairly accurately, often may be measured at autopsy. However, the effect of such blood loss are partially dependent upon the amount of blood lost. Even a small amount of blood may be cause death by interfering with the vital functions of the body, depending upon the site of the hemorrhage as shown below. Site of hemorrhage, cause of death. Extradural, subdural, subarachnoid, cause of death is cerebral compression. Medulla, failure of vital function. Pericardial sac, cardiac tamponade. Pleural cavity, collapse of lung, displacement of mediastinum. Respiratory passages, cutthroat injury or a tonsillectomy, asphyxia. Injury to a vital organ. Extensive damage to vital organs, brain, heart, lung is usually fatal. In such cases, the cause of death is clearly manifest, but death is not necessarily instantaneous, and considerable volitional power may be present for some time after the recipient of such injury. It must be remembered that extensive damage to abdominal viscera may be presented without visible mark of injury. Neurogenic shock. This is also known as a primary shock or a vagal inhibition. It is characterized by sudden stoppage of heart and respiration as a result of reflex stimulation of the vagus nerve and consequent paralysis of a cardiac and respiratory center. It occurs as a result of sudden stimulation of trigger areas or receptive spots in the body. For example, holding the throat in an excited person may result in his collapse and instantaneous death. Other examples are blow on the epigastrium, sudden joy, fear, pain, etc. The person collapse and drop dead. Cause of death is arrived at from negative finding. History should be typical. A blow or on a receptor area which may not have left a mark. Instantaneous death. Absence of fatal wound. Absence of poisoning. No natural disease. Thank you.